back to another episode of Pokemon Red Nuzlocke. These are the highlights from Part 7. So, we had just defeated Sabrina to get our Mars badge, which was our 6th badge for this run. And we are now getting ready to head on to Cinnabar Island. In this run, we were able to get our... we had a little more success than last time, not lose as many Pokemon. And... it was really good. It went really well. So I hope you guys enjoy these highlights here. The first thing we did is, of course, I was luckily able to still use Birdie's fly ability, so we could quickly move down to Fuchsia City and head on down to, I believe that's Route 20 there, where we'll head on to Seafoam and Cinnabar Island, getting an encounter in both the water route and on Seafoam Island. I also got MJ out so I can start grinding them back up to get them ready for the league, because I want to evolve them into a Vileplume before we start the league. So I'm getting them out so I can go ahead and grind them up. I'm going to give me a water type encounter here. It really didn't matter too much which one I got because there's so many options of water types. It wasn't a big deal really which one I got. But I ended up catching a Horsey that I named Bloop. Afterwards, I ran into another Poliwag on route, which gave me some deja vu from Route 13, if you recall, when another very annoying lower level Poliwag decided it was going to be the bane of my entire team by putting asleep once again MJ eternally. But this time I decided I was not going to fool around with it, and I just go ahead and swap into Jolteon, the Jolteon, to finish it off very quickly. Afterwards, we get an encounter in Seafoam Island, which ends up being a seal, and I name it Manny. Then we head on to Cinnabar Island, where I drop off the Helix fossil so we can get Ammonite, and then we head on to the mansion, where I end up catching a Coffee. Now, we also had another close call here. All I can say is Snake is the real one, okay? And I'm going to let you watch this part to find out. No! How did he get to go first? How is he faster? No! Oh my god, thank god. I was absolutely terrified. So you can say Snake is a real trooper here. He'll tank the self-destruct even not at full health. So after a little grinding, we head on to Blaine to take him on. Now Blaine is actually one of the easier gym trainers, even though he's the 7th guy. As you can see, I let off with Snake here, and I quickly one-shot his Growlithe with Earthquake, and I'm going to do the same to Ponyta here with another Earthquake. Next will be Rapidash, and I'm going to hit it pretty hard with a Earthquake, take it down to probably 1 HP, something like that. He hangs on with a Sliver. He's going to hit me with a crit Stomp, and I'll finish him off with a Bite. Now next is Arcanine, though, which is a little worrying because he does no takedown. So I switch out of him to get to bring Mr. Crab in, but he is faster and hits me with a crit takedown. So I considered swapping out, but I decided I would just stay with Crab and try to hit him with the Surf. But sadly, he couldn't live through another takedown. He was slower, and he died. Which I have multiple water types, so that's why I wasn't too concerned. But yeah, we lost him. So anyways, I send out Snake back out, hit him with an Earthquake. And as you can see, once again, Snake's a real trooper, hanging on for that takedown so we can take him out with a follow-up dig. So he's the real one. He's the MVP of this run, absolutely. So after Blame, I go ahead and head straight on to Viridian to take on Giovanni and get our last gym badge. I lead off with MJ to take on most of his team with a Petal Dance. I know it's one of those moves that locks you in, and I knew it could sweep through at least most of his early team there. As you can see, we one-shot Rhyhorn. We get hit with a crit slash from Dugtrio, but we're going to one-shot Dugtrio with our Thrash from Petal Dance. And next is Nidoqueen, who's going to live through this. Still does some decent damage for not being very effective. But I swap him out to avoid the confusion and resistance and go to Manny, who finishes off with an Aurora Beam, one-shots Nidoking with a Blizzard, and one-shots Rhydon with a Surf. And that's it. That is the Earth Badge. That is 8 of them. It's been fun getting to this point. You know, I'll be honest, these gym fights have gone a little bit easier than I thought a lot of them would. I've struggled more with the trainer battles, but it's not over yet. Right now it's on to the Indigo League. It's time to take on the Elite Four. We should be able to get one more encounter in Victory Road. I'm not really sure what it'll be yet. I haven't looked at the possibilities, but yeah, we're gonna head on that way, train up a little bit more, and we're going to the next step is champion, right? That's the next stop. And then once we do that, we're gonna come here. We're gonna do it all over again in blue version. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed these highlights from this last section. If you did, consider checking out the original video and maybe some of the other videos as well on my YouTube. And consider checking it out live. Follow on Twitch, here on YouTube, and on Kick to catch the Nuzlocke runs live as they happen, guys. I appreciate you watching. Feedback's always appreciated. Leave a comment, and take care, guys.